Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Lorna Shore. Now, technically, this is not my first time hearing Will Ramos because, like many of you, I watched his laryngoscopy on The Charismatic Voice. It was fascinating, but I haven't heard any of their music. So today we are listening to the song To the Hellfire. Here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. um, we're going back. There are like a minute and a half in. So many cool things. Oh my gosh. First off, I love this opening, this intro. It's got this sort of like brooding, melancholic melody. And I don't know. I love it. And I honestly, when I saw sort of the emblem or the logo pop up, I wasn't sure if it was just an intro, but no, it was like an intro to the song, which is very exciting. I'm gonna stop and start this next time, but okay, here we go. It just paints such a cool picture. Like I don't know, I feel like I see like tumbleweeds and just like I don't know, it's very mysterious and like remote, but also um it's got like that romantic sort of melody to it. I don't know, I really love it. I'm gonna go back. I love how it was all like acoustic and then switched to electric, but still carrying that same beautiful melody. The way he is using his voice right now, it's almost like an effect or like an another instrument. It doesn't feel like vocals to me, and I think it just adds to this really incredible ambiance that they're creating at the beginning of this piece. Let me go back. It's also so high. Like I know technically he's not, singing, but still like within, the human range, this like scream is so high. I remember in the video on the charismatic voice, I think he referred to like a tea kettle scream. I don't know if this is exactly that, but I like that term in that it just yeah, like when you think of a tea kettle, like how high it is. We're going back. Sorry. So the drums too. That's the next thing that I was going to talk about. I love how the drums come in. Brilliant. I think, oh my gosh, when it comes to the instrumentals here, you never really feel like the beat drops. And so I love the suspense. I love, yeah, you just don't know like what's going to happen. But in doing so, with these incredible instrumentalists, they're also building like this huge ambiance. It's like you still have that initial gorgeous melody, and then layer by layer, it's just filling up and becoming this like orb of sound and growing also in intensity. There's just so much. We're gonna keep going. Here we go. No, I want that transition. Sorry. The number of sounds he can create with his voice is astounding, all the while like not like fully singing, so many things. And yes, like obviously what's happening in his larynx, his air pressure, like how he uses his resonators, all of these things are affecting each sound. And to find all of these minute different sounds, it's just, I'm speechless. We're going back. Like, it's so rich. Sorry, I want to go back into that. I like this so much. The way that he's almost like duetting instrumentals, even though you don't quite hear like the melodic line, you can hear like the pitch change in his voice while he's doing these like screams, and it matches like this melody that's been introduced. Let me go back a smidge. He made it sounded a little bit like two voices. You had some like very rich, deep, like hollow bass sort of resonating sound, and then like the tiniest little like extra brightness on top. I don't know if I'll rewind it. The amount of energy it has to take to go back and forth between all of these different sounds. Like, again, I'm just thinking back to that video of his larynx and like how it moved and was like asymmetrical, and the way he like used his false chords, but just all of the things that it's really hard to like hear a voice, and you know, especially when you're like trained in like Western classical singing, like this is what's happening. No, I still, even after watching that video, I could never guess like what's actually happening when he makes these sounds, because it's so different from one sound to the next. Like just the movement in his larynx and the muscles that were getting involved. Let me go back. That was such a surprise. Here we go. Again, going back and forth, I still can't believe it. The instrumentals I love. They've got this incredible use of like space in their like music writing, because it's got this almost like pendulum effect, like where they're really taking advantage of like the space in between. So it's predictable in the sense that like, you know, like a big beat is coming in, but the way they sort of like lure you into it, the way they like make you wait for it, it's just so exciting. Let me go back just a smidge, because again, I want to pick up that difference in his like vocalization. This is a great example. So we've got like that tiny little melodic line, and then they add like changing in speed. Sorry, I'm like, I keep losing my words, but we start with that line, and then they just amp it up just a tiny bit in tempo. It's like very chill here. As if I wasn't already like surprised enough. Those sounds. Oh, that was. I'm gonna play that and just one more time. Oh, this. Oh my gosh. Again, I am not keys. That's the only instrument I play. But I am so impressed with this guitar solo at the end. Wow. And I love how they are like basically doing a variation on that initial melody. It's just so cool how they wrote this song. I have no words. Yeah, I think it is just incredible how he creates so many sounds, so many different sounds, and yet they all like blend really well in this piece. And then on top of that, like maintaining vocal health in the process, like to create such extreme harsh vocals and to do it so beautifully that it doesn't like affect his speaking voice, that it's sustainable for him. I'm so impressed. And I think also I was shocked at how much I really, not that I say I was shocked. I always go in trying to focus on the vocals, but this music is what really sort of, I don't know, like seeped inside me today because it was just so cool. How they played with their timing, obviously incredibly skilled musicians. And the whole cinematography of it all, like yes, it was all the things. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. Thank you for this recommendation, and hopefully I will see you next time.